Tezeno. So I came from a rich culture. My family's from Louisiana. And we were centered around food and family. And it was always people in my grandmother's house, in my great-grandmother's house, because my grandmother raised chickens in the backyard. And we used to celebrate fall by hog killing season. We used to go to Louisiana, kill a hog, bring it back on the back of a truck, and the whole family used to sit in the kitchen, and we used to take every piece of that hog and make something out of it. And I remember that as a child. I remember having people around all the time, and this is why I do people, because I love people. I have people in my house all the time. I'm a chef. So I cook, and I have people over to eat, and I'm always trying to feed someone. So I love people. And I believe that we are all bits and pieces of different things. And I use paper. And I pull paper from all different sources. I use wallpaper. I use Tyvek, FedEx envelopes. I use everything that I can think of. I use magazines. And because we are all different parts, we all make up, we all are different cultures and all different parts. So that's why I use paper to pull it all together. And so being a lover of people, I put my experiences that I have met, the people that I've met in my life, the people I grew up with, and I put them all together in my work. Shuffle, it reminds me of when I was growing up in Port Arthur. We used to go downtown shopping, and my grandmother used to carry the shopping bags. We used to get on the bus and go from our house to downtown. And it just reminds me of the people standing on the bus stop talking to each other. And I used to look up at them and wonder what kind of life they're living, what's in their mind, how was their day? And I always think, because I'm a people watcher, and I always think about what are they going to, who are they? What type of people they are? What kind of pain are they going to? Can I help them? So that's what Bus Shuffle is about. Okay, the other piece that's in the front is called Tita, and Tita is me. I grew up in Port Arthur as an only child, but I had a brother, but I was raised by my grandparents. And I was a lonely child because I had no one to play with. It was just me. So my grandmother used to play with me. She used to play jacks with me, and we used to play paper dolls and all of those things. And she was my best friend. And I love her still today. She's 88 years old, and she is the love of my life. And she taught me everything I knew. And her mother was a quilter, and I pulled from that experience, and that's why I do collage, because the elements of quilting and putting all these pieces together is found in my work. And my aunt also, which was my grandmother's sister, she was a quilter as well. And she used to collect teacups, and I remember all of those different, she used to break a teacup and she used to keep those pieces. And I just remember pieces of paper, pieces of china, pieces of fabric. All of these things were elements in my life because my grandmother was also a pack rat. She never threw anything away. And I used to always pull out all these magazines and cut them out and look at. My aunt was also a pack rat. She kept everything, and when she passed away, we had a time, we found things back from the 30s that were in her house. And I'm a pack rat. So I keep paper, and I find paper, and I just say, oh my goodness, this is a treasure. I'm always going to people's house, and I say, can I have that piece of paper? Because I love paper. And that's who I am. The elements of, you see that's in my work, all the paper, all the textures, that's who I am. I'm a fabric of culture, of diversity, and of love and happiness. And that's what I admit in my work.